What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to this SWF series, episode 4. I'm just gonna hop right into it. A few of the promos that I wrote out and angles that I wrote out are longer, so we're just gonna hop right into this. On the pre-show, Eric Eisen cuts a promo, Forrest Ratzlaff as well. 72 rated segment, and then the match did a 48. We just hired a local talent. Forrest Ratzlaff was off his game, still got a 49. And then John Greed and Hellion cut a promo. John Greed struggled when going off script. That stinks because on the B show, they did like a 72 rated segment. It was awesome. And then they go on to win their match against some local talent on the pre show. And now the main show is going to get started. So Rocky Golden comes down to the ring with the World Heavyweight Championship resting on his shoulder. He soaks in the atmosphere and says, "Last Thursday wasn't just another night. It was 50 years of SWF history. Standing in this ring, carrying this championship is something I will never take for granted. Des Davids pushed me harder than I expected. He proved the main event is exactly where he belongs. But being close isn't quite enough. To be the SWF World Heavyweight Champion, you have to earn it. So whoever thinks they're next, earn it." 96 rated segment, amazing way to kick off the show. We have a few guys that are really good at promos. It's kind of like a cheat code, but like we need to pop those ratings, baby. Um, Whoa, this match did so much better than I thought it would. And it didn't have. I mean, it does technically have a storyline associated with it, but I figured it would probably get penalized. Because it's a new storyline. But Mainstream Hernandez defeats Kip Keenan in 10 minutes with a super kick after Steven Parker ran in and attacked Keenan. Kip Keenan with a 69, Mainstream Hernandez with a 66. In-ring rating was 68, crowd rating was 53 for a 72 rated segment. That's amazing. This serves two purposes. It kicks off a storyline to hopefully raise both the stock of Steven Parker and Kip Keenan. And of course, Swagger Inc. just lost a tag team match, I think, in episode 2 maybe, and it helps kind of get Mainstream Hernandez, at least one half of them, a little bit more momentum. I knew this promo was kind of going to stink a little bit, but that's okay. So Rogue is being interviewed by Damian Carville in the ring. Ooh, ooh. In the ring, and says, "You know what's funny about this business? Everyone loves talking about the future. It's been a common theme around here these last few weeks as we celebrated the SWF's birthday. The next big thing, the next big superstar, the next guy who's going to take over. But nobody wants to talk about what happens when the guys who helped build this company to what it is today aren't supposed to be here anymore. Yeah, I've heard it. Rogue has lost a step. He's not the same wrestler he used to be. And maybe they're right. I'm not the same guy I was 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. But here's the difference between me and everyone else in the locker room. I know exactly what I'm capable of. I don't need to be the fastest or the strongest. I just need to be the smartest. Because this business isn't about who deserves success. It's about who's willing to do whatever it takes to be successful." Lenny Brown comes out. Of course, Lenny Brown's a babyface, brash and cocky. So he says, "Rogue, I do respect you a lot. Heck, I grew up watching you and others like you. But there's a difference between deserving to be here and refusing to accept that the future is passing you by." Rogue says, "You think you've passed me by? Well, here's a lesson I'm going to teach you tonight. To be at the top of this business, you don't need to be the hungriest. You need to survive." 65 rated segment. The storyline has started. Crowd's still very hot. Let's just keep it that way. Ooh, baby! Oh my! Is this the best match we've put on so far? Holy. The main event of the pay-per-view should have been... Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off track. Scythe defeats High Flying Hawaiian with a chokeslam after 12 minutes. A 69 rated match, 69 in the ring, 82 rated segment. This crowd heat was beautiful. Scythe with the 73, High Flying Hawaiian with the 65. And he was off his game. Scythe was off his game. So this match could have been like an 83 or an 84. That's amazing. So Scythe stares down at High Flying Hawaiian after the match, and he grabs a microphone. He says, "Everyone wants to talk about heroes. Everyone wants to talk about courage. But when your heroes stand across the ring from me, this is what happens. They learn the truth. Heroes break, heroes fall, and eventually heroes disappear." And then Valiant's music hits. Valiant grabs a microphone. He's standing on the ramp because we don't want any contact between these guys just yet. And he says, "You know what I've been thinking about constantly while I was gone? I've been thinking about that night, replaying it over and over in my head. The night you tried to end my career. The night you tried to make an example of me. The night you thought you proved something. And I realized you did prove one thing. Not that you're unstoppable. No, you didn't prove that. You proved that you're afraid. Yeah, you're afraid. You don't attack people when they're confident, Scythe. You don't attack people when you're confident, is actually what it's supposed to say. You attack them when you're worried about someone trying to stop you. You wanted me gone because you were worried about what I would do to you when I tried to stop you. You wanted everyone to believe that Valiant's career was over. But here's the thing about SWF and these fans, they don't believe in someone because they never fall. They believe in someone because every time they fall, they get back up." Great segment here. 85. You love to see it. Valiant improvised well. The match did better than I thought it would. So, in a decent match, Rogue defeats Lenny Brown in 10 minutes by using underhanded tactics. Rogue, again, this kind of goes off his desperate heel, trying to get back up to the top by doing whatever it takes. And it kind of protects Lenny Brown. 64 rated match, 66 rated crowd, 69 rated segment. Match did better than I thought it would. Des walks into Jack Bruce's office, and he just simply says, "I know you've heard what everyone's been saying. I know you heard what Rocky admitted earlier. Des came close. Des almost won. I don't care about almost. I want to be the SWF World Heavyweight Champion." And Jack looks up from his desk, and he just says, "Then stop worrying about what happened on Thursday. Show me what happens tonight in that ring in the main event." So we have Des Davids in the main event trying to put himself back into title contention. 75 rated segment, not bad. This was also a good match. Okay. Mikey Lau defeats James Prudence in 10 minutes with a Dragon Whip. 63 rated wrestling, 65 rated crowd for a 76 rating altogether. Mikey Lau with a 72, James Prudent with a 53. Obviously, the build that we have for Mikey Lau and Randy Unleashed is, they're kind of just going to one-up each other. Obviously, Randy Unleashed won at the pay-per-view via underhanded tactics by another member of the Unleashed Awesomeness, and although he celebrated the win, he wasn't really too proud of it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Spencer Spade's still nowhere to be seen, but, sorry, I just cracked my finger. Hollywood Bret Starr defeats Monty Trescard in 13 minutes with a Hollywood Hammer. Hollywood Bret Starr makes defense number 1 of the SWF North American title. 77 from Starr, 64 from Trescard, a 71 wrestling rating, 67 crowd rating, 82 match rating. This show has been amazing so far. We've had a lot of good matches. A lot. We've had 3 matches that outperformed what I thought they were going to. So that's great. I love to see that. Again, Spencer Spade nowhere to be seen for now. So, Faith and Old Glory walk into the general manager's office. Jack looks up and sees that they're determined. "Maddie, Patriot, what can I do for you guys?" Maddie says, "Jack, we're not here to complain. At the SWF's 50th birthday spectacular, Domination proved they were the better team that night. But that doesn't change what Patriot and I know. We belong back on the top of this division." Mass Patriot chimes in and says, "We know what Domination are. They're bigger, they're stronger, and they're the toughest team the SWF has seen in a while. But we also know who we are. We're a team that fights, a team that earns everything that we get." And so Jack asks them, What exactly are you asking for? And Faith says, an opportunity, not a shortcut, not a handout. I would never ask you to just put us back in the title picture because we deserve it. We're asking for the chance to climb back up the mountain. Jack Bruce stands up and says, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. Because in the SWF, opportunities are earned. Next week, you get your chance. Faith in Old Glory versus the Awesomeness. Go prove why you belong. Nice little promo here. Nice little segment. Obviously, Mass Patriot and Maddie Faith aren't super great on the microphone. I think Maddie Faith has a little bit of skills, but so 73, pretty excited about that. That was pretty good. As long as they don't lose heat, I don't care. Is it main event time? It might be main event time. It is main event time. Des Davids defeats ZWB in 15 minutes by pinfall with a quarterback sack. During the match, Remo distracts ZWB. Des Davids with an 80, ZWB with a 71. They had great chemistry. Wrestling rating 76, crowd rating 74, segment rating 74. Hold on. Due to the lack of an associated storyline. Okay, well, that's fair. That's right. I forgot anything over that 15-minute mark needs to have an associated storyline. I still don't agree. I don't agree that with a very hot crowd, 76 wrestling, 74 crowd rating, we get a 74. But apparently, it's a huge deal that we didn't have an associated storyline, even though technically there was. I didn't think about putting Rocky Golden out here because it didn't make sense. I should have anyway, because Rocky Golden, I know I said that at the pay-per-view. I like to throw the people when a match is a part of the story, because in real wrestling, you don't need people to be there for the match to advance the story. So when the story needs to be advanced through a match without somebody there, I still like to put them at ringside so that the storyline is associated, but that's okay. And then ZWB sits up after falling short, and Remo stares at him from the entrance ramp. No doubt ZWB is thinking what we are all thinking. I don't know why that's his thing, but what we're all thinking. Why on earth did Remo come out here and distract him? That's something we'll have to find out next week, baby. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about hitting the 81 on here. We had a few good promos. We had 2 82 rated matches. My match focus is 3-ring circus, so I know it's the average of the best 3 matches, I think, is a big chunk of it. And then, if I'm not mistaken, it's 10% of all the other matches combined. Or maybe the 3-ring circus is the main event and then the 2 other matches. I think that's what it is. So the 3-ring circus is it's the main event, and the average between the main event and the 2 other best matches on the card. So we might not hit this 81 for the first time. Anyway, let's see. Wow. Okay. The matches were good enough. The promos definitely helped here. The early promos helped, and a lot of the promos actually did kind of well. Like, just to be honest, this whole entire show was great. Obviously, Rocky Golden did what I thought he would. This match outperformed what I thought it would. This match did. The promo was about what I thought it would be. This match outperformed. This segment outperformed. Then these 2 matches both outperformed. This segment outperformed. This match underperformed, and so did the segment. So, but still pulling 84 is pretty solid. Can't really be too angry about that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. It's been the Bronx Prince, and I'm out. Later.